As a business owner, manager or leader, difficult conversations are an important part of your job. In fact, they can be critical to the success of your business and team. But what are some of the important things that you need to know to be able to have difficult conversations and still maintain healthy relationships and trust between you and the other person? Stay with me for 2 minutes and I'm going to give you some important tips. Firstly, check your purpose and decide whether to raise the issue. Make sure this really is a problem that you need to resolve, or is it something to do with your agenda? Differences are okay and not everybody has to be like you, so make sure that the reason you need this conversation is to improve your relationship or their performance. Next, have a curiosity mindset, no hidden agendas or vagueness. If you begin with curiosity, be genuine about wanting to find out what happened and what their intent was and how you can solve it. Because hidden agendas and vagueness will just put people on the defensive and not really realise what you want to get out of this conversation. Next, share the impact on you and inquire about their intentions. So tell them why you want the conversation, but make sure that you ask their side of the story first and ask what happened from their perspective. This is going to make them much more likely to listen to you when it's your turn to talk. Assess feelings and use I statements and acknowledge their feelings. Difficult relationships and conversations always involve feelings, sometimes really strong ones. So you really need to identify what you're feeling and then acknowledge the other person's feelings too. For instance, are you feeling angry? Are you feeling embarrassed or worried? Get these out into the open so that everybody can understand each other and how they're feeling. Focus on the desired future. Try not to dwell on the past or keep going over what should have happened. Instead, think about what you'd like the preferred future to be and talk about that together. Make the other person your partner in solution identification. That means you've actually got to discuss how you're going to solve this problem, whether it's about a relationship or performance. Work together to brainstorm solutions, because if you don't work together on this, you won't create buy-in and the other person will just get more defensive. Agree to only what really matters. Make sure that you come up with just 1 to 3 agreements about the future, because if you come out with any more than that, you just won't remember everything that you've agreed on. If you still can't agree, consider what matters. Sometimes you just won't find much agreement at the end of the day, but it's all about maintaining a good relationship and learning how to have difficult conversations despite having different perspectives and opinions. Even if you're about to terminate an employee, maintaining a relationship should always be your #1 goal. If you're not sure how to even begin a difficult conversation, here's a couple of proven ways that will get the conversation started on the right foot. For instance, you could say, I'd like to talk about with you, but first I'd like to get to your point of view. Or you could say, I felt uncomfortable about, but first I'd like to hear what you thought about it. I hope those tips have been helpful. Now you just got to get out and start those difficult conversations.